Hi. Okay, so I would like to walk you through how I create my own videos for my independent and blended learning stations. So I want you to know you can always pull videos from like Khan Academy, YouTube, Vimeo. There's so many videos out there that are instruction based that you can use. I know the science teachers in our building pull things from YouTube all the time and post them to Schoology. That's totally fine. My personal goal when I started the station rotation model in my classroom was that I wanted to try to be in two places at once. I wanted to be able to give that instruction, that basic instruction that I could give without necessarily being right there. And I also wanted to be able to dig deeper and do more discovery activities and problem solve based activities where my students really needed me in person in that small group. And so I found that creating a library where I'm providing that instruction and creating those videos has been the most helpful, at least in my classroom. So I wanted to walk you through the way that I create those videos. I have found that using Screencast-O-Matic is absolutely phenomenal, and it's been a game changer because it's just so easy for me to use. So if you're not familiar with this, I want to kind of walk you through it. So you're going to go to screencast-o-matic.com. You can see I use it. It's there all the time for me. So I will post that so that it's easy for you to figure out how to get there. So over here in the corner, you can either log in or you can sign up. It's free. So I'm not going to sign in or sign up again, but if you click on the sign up, it's free. You can just sign up with Google right here. It's really easy. Just put in your information and it'll bring you right in. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log in. I use my personal account for this. I just don't like to get emails at my school account unless if it's related to like my students, my parents, my teachers that are there. And so that's just my personal preference here. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And you can see that my screen kind of looks like this. So it's going to give me plans. Just so you know, I have used the free version over and over and over and over again. It works great. I don't really care about being able to edit my videos. I want to be able to get in, create a quick 10-15 minute video and be done with it. If I make mistakes, great. It honestly allows my students to know that I'm human. I'm not after perfection here. So that's just one benefit of paying is you get that video editor and then you also get rid of that watermark that's at the bottom of your screen. Personally, I don't care about either one, so I'm good with that. So in order to record your screen and create a video, you're going to go ahead right here and you're going to hit start recorder. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that. And it is always going to come up with this open screen recorder launcher. So you're just going to hit yes. And down here at the bottom, it is going to keep trying to launch the recorder until you hit open. So make sure that you don't kind of space out. You just want to hit that. And then it's going to take a minute. It's going to tell you that the recorder is launched. And it seems, see right here, and it seems like it didn't do anything. You just have to give it a couple seconds. And all of a sudden, you are going to get this screen right here where you can record. And so this screen is going to, this little, black and white box that they have here, this is what it's going to record. So anything outside, like all of this stuff, is not being recorded, where this stuff right here is. And you can go ahead and actually take this arrow right here and you can make it bigger or smaller in order to either enlarge or condense that size that you're recording. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce this back here so that you can just see what's in the background. There are a couple different ways that you can do this. You can pull up a PowerPoint and you can just give that PowerPoint and then you're good to go. You have the PowerPoint in the background. You can go ahead and change the slides. You can talk. You can give your instruction. Now, I personally teach most math during the day. That's just what I am. I'm a special ed math teacher. And I don't like to use PowerPoint when I am doing math because I would rather write. And it's easier to see math when you are writing. And so I use AirServer and Notability on my iPad, and then I just write with my Apple Pencil. But for today, I'm just going to show you what this looks like if you are doing PowerPoint, because I know a lot of people use PowerPoint. So I'm just going to get one of my English PowerPoints up here, and I want to make sure that it's fitting the screen. For some reason, that's huge, so sorry about that. Bear with me for a second. Okay, so here's a PowerPoint that I have on figurative language review. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and rearrange this screen so that it is recording my PowerPoint, because I don't really care about recording anything else. So now you're going to see in here, this is your record menu, and you're only going to see this up until the point where you hit record. So this right here shows that it has the screen. If I were to hit webcam, it's not going to show the screen. It's just going to show my webcam that has me in it, and that's it. I don't really care to have that. If for some reason I want my picture in here, and sorry, it's a weekend, but if I were to hit this over in the corner, it's going to bring up my webcam with me right here. And so then I want that gone. I can toggle back to screen, and I can set it on this. My max time of a video that I can create is 15 minutes. And this right here just kind of goes over that my narration is working, and that's it. Okay. So in order to create that video, all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit record. And it's going to count down 3, 2, 1, go. And now whatever I say is going to be recording. And so you can see that these black and white dotted lines are now red and white dotted lines. And so that means that I am now recording this video. So now I can go ahead and I can just start speaking. I can give my introduction into the fact that we are doing our figurative language review. And then when I am ready to move on, I can go ahead and go to my next slide, which would be metaphor. And I can go over what a metaphor is, and I can talk about this example, and I can talk about whatever other instruction that I would give, and I can keep going through slide after slide. And the only thing my students are going to see when this video is complete is going to be the piece that is inside of this box. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is, when I'm finished, is I'm just going to hit my done button. Well, it's actually the pause button, because if I wanted to move on to something else, I could then come back. Oh, I forgot something. I can go ahead. And nope, I just played it. Sorry. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so now what I can do is I can record. Well, that's going to just play it back.
Whatever I say,
oh, there you go,
is going to be recording. And so you can see.
So stop that. When I'm done, if I wanted to, before I did all of that, I could have hit record again and it would have picked it back up. Sorry, I made a mistake there. Anyway, when I'm done, I'm just going to hit done. And for me, I always just go to save and upload my video. And so you can see it's going to pull up my video. You can see that it picked up my audio down here. And so what I always do is I just go ahead and save that as a video file. I would go ahead and change this to maybe figurative language review. I would go ahead and hit publish. And what it's going to do is it's just going to put it in a format where I now have a video file. The screen is always going to take me back to Screencast-O-Matic. But if you look on my desktop now, I have my video that I just created right here. And so now this video, I can go ahead and I can put into a Nearpod. I can put it into Brainit, which is an interactive video site that I use quite frequently. You can just link it into Schoology, so it's there. There's a lot of different things that you can do with it. And so that's how I create my videos through screencast-o-matic.com. So I hope this was helpful.